important part about this. So, you're going to get your shaker, your strainer. You cannot record me.
I think we should do this so we can
you're gonna
start.
have the stuff ready for you, you know, like when you're working. Usually I have a shaker and a strainer sitting there waiting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your martini glass and you're gonna fill it with ice, which is very hard to do out of a bucket. Fill it with ice and fill that with soda water. Now you make your martini. That will chill your glass. That shouldn't.
How many bars they chill their martini glass in the cooler?
No.
No?
You
Nobody
do it like
does?
this is the way you make a martini. You want to show your glass like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you're going to take your shaker and fill it up with ice. Now, you're making a martini. If someone just said they want a martini, the assumption is it's a regular martini with vodka. If they say a gin martini, then you're going to make it with gin. So they'll specify. But usually it's going to be vodka or gin.
And to upsell, we say, what kind of vodka would you like?
And people will drink well vodka in their martini, but usually if someone wants a martini, they want a higher end vodka. So that's a good upsell chance. Is when someone orders a martini, what kind of vodka would you like?
Mm-hmm. What's the best vodka? A lot of people would say that.
They'll ask, what's the best vodka?
Mm.
It's up to what we have. Sirocco would be our probably best that we're carrying, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Kettle One's very, very popular.
Mm-hmm.
And Stoli's popular, but Kettle One's better than Stoli.
Okay, so what's the best vodka out there if it's not here? No, if it's not here.
There's so many different vodkas, it would be very, very hard to say. Like, I wouldn't
Grey
know.
Goose?
Grey Goose is usually like the upper end that's being carried in a bar, which we do have Grey Goose.
Mm-hmm.
This one's pear. There's flavored vodkas too. Anyways, let's stick with this martini here. We're going to, and Patios is pretty good. People are liking that. It's made in Austin. What?
No Smirnoff?
Why would we?
Sereno?
Like the worst.
Oh,
Yeah,
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff's pretty
It's like the Heineken, right?
Smirnoff's when we run out of well, then we'll put Smirnoff in the well.
That's
Okay,
our will.
so-
yeah.
So, all the ingredients in a martini is vodka and vermouth, dry vermouth. So there's a sweet vermouth and a dry vermouth. Sweet,
Mm-hmm.
dry.
Mm-hmm.
Martinis are dry. It calls for about 6 drops. We do the vermouth first because if you pour your expensive vodka in here and then you go to do your vermouth and you put too much in, and then you're throwing away all your liquor. If I mess up with now, I just dump my ice and do it again. So you get about 6. Actually, this is when you would put your finger over that little pour hole right there, so you're in more control.
Wow.
That's about it. Now, if they say they want a dry
3 drops.
martini, 3 drops. If they want it extra dry, it's like 1 or none at all.
Mm-hmm. Why would they add vermouth there? Why?
That's just what makes a martini. It's all that makes a martini a martini. So I just did that. I'm good. We're going to pretend like this is vodka. Because this is just water. Shit, you got this wrong. We're pretending that this is vodka. Really, you're... So then account for a shot is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So all of the drinks you're making, that's a shot. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. However, sometimes the pours pour differently, and you got to kind of keep an eye on your pour. And you find out that your pours really fast, then you're giving everybody way too much. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's one I think we need to practice our shots. Yeah, look
And
at
it's like
that.
staying alive.
It's like
Staying alive. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you count it.
I like my instructor.
So, but in a martini, it's a double shot. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you actually have 8.
Does anybody happen to see a tiny little white dog?
No.
Was it earlier?
So any pour, that's your full shot. Unless they're really in your good favor, and then maybe go 5. So. Anyways, the glass fits right inside. So now all you have in here is your vermouth and your vodka. The glass fits right inside at a slight angle. It should create a nice seal. You get a nice shake if you're young. How do you want to do your bartender flair?
Flair.
I Others are just done. So the more you shake it, the more icy it's gonna get, but it's also, you could bruise it is what they call it. You kind of make it watery, and so some people are, whatever. So just give it enough to get it nice and cool. I like it to be really icy. It's already really icy because it's been in this thing forever. To get this off, you take it to like the side where it's just coming around the side where it's open there, and just give it a little pop, and that should get it out. Otherwise you're like, oh, I can't get this. Okay, so just give a little pop on that side, and that'll come out. So now I'm done with that. Out with it. Also, if this is a fresh glass and all it had in there was ice and your soda water, you're fine dumping it into the corner if you're back into your well. So the ice goes back in there. It's, nothing else is in there. It's clean. So that's okay too. Then you get your thing, and they taught us like very professionally. When you put that on, you keep that one finger right there, dip your hand underneath, and then you're just going to pour right through there. Now see, Nico, this is where
Too big of glass.
Yeah, all the glasses.
No,
Okay,
try the
yeah.
other one.
This is the one that you said.
Yeah,
Let's see.
try that.
So, because you want it to look a little more than that, but that was a full.
You see?
Ah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it still feels like a little bit like, it's a little rough with the martinis, but that's yeah. And then always with a martini, an olive.
Olive, yes.
So you'll get your little toothpicks wherever they're hanging out. You'll have them at your disposal, and you'll get the little olive from your tray. And just drop it in. Done.
Okay, so
Okay.
so when we shake it, a lot of times they're too little martini. I mean, it doesn't fill a glass. Then what do we do?
Well, you just got to know how much, and let's measure and find out if I had a full 2 shots, which I'm pretty sure I did. Just 1 shot. And there's a lot of water in here too, because all that water melted. Look how
Yeah.
much is actually in there. So I don't know. Your glasses are just kind of big. These are like
So we need to get smaller glasses.
they'll work for your cosmopolitans and stuff like that. For martinis, yeah, you want to get them a little smaller, but for the cosmos and the lemon drops and stuff like that, this is hard because we're on our first drink. We need to speed it up. So real quickly, that's how you make a martini, and I'm gonna have you guys practice that.